Good Saturday morning, everybody. Our weekly video update for those that follow more. Stupid hand. The more that follow more the videos than the written, or if you follow both. We are in maintain, sustain, and train for better health. The weight loss phase is over. My goal is to maintain between 175 and 180. The last check-in I was at 184. I had taken a few days off. Yesterday morning, official weigh-in day on Friday, was 180. So yeah, right where we want to be. Workouts are going really good. My bike is ready at the distance for the triathlon that it has to be. My run has been over that because I was originally training for a little longer distance one. But with the swim, with COVID and everything, and not getting into a pool until only about 2 weeks ago, I decided to go to a little shorter race. And I started because I can only do like 200 yards it's the first time I was out swimming. And I've got to do, I think it's roughly 800 yards, almost a half a mile. But yesterday I did almost 600 yards or something like that. I can't remember now. I'm getting old. 640 yards, I believe, but I can't remember. So we're getting up there. Things are going well. Normally on Saturday I go for a swim, then I bike, and then I run. This morning they have the lap lanes closed. They're doing lifeguard certification, which after the triathlon I'm going to go and see if I can get that again. I had a certification back in my youth, when I was in Hawaii, and it's something I like to get again. In those days I had a goal of becoming what they call a waterman, becoming, excellent in, or not excellent, but, becoming adept in many different water disciplines. And, I moved back to the hell that's Northeast PA, or at least the hell of the winter. And that kind of fell by the wayside as, I gave up on a lot of my dreams and fell into the, well, whatever. So I may go ahead and do that after the triathlon, which is June, second week of June, on the weekend. So I'm excited. We're gearing up, as you can see. Take a little move around here. That bleak, barren winter every week is being supplanted by green. It is really a beautiful morning. I'm still a little brisk, but yeah, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous morning. I'd like to thank all my sponsors. I'm going to list them all in the comments section because I have forgotten people from week to week, and I kind of feel bad about that. But today, I'd like to take just a moment. I did it in the written version, and I'd like to do it today in the video. Big shout out to Dr. Scott Leslie out in Long Island. Scott and I were classmates at New York Chiropractic College, colleagues. Haven't seen him since we graduated, but on Facebook, like many of us are. And it was Scott posting about a young man with Down syndrome who had completed an Ironman level triathlon. And people have said, and I'm humbled, that I inspire them, but I got to 375 pounds by poor choices, poor eating, allowing stressors to influence me, allowing myself to be beaten down by others, and then allowing the bastard obesity to come back. This young man, this was the hand he was dealt with in life, and man, he did an Ironman triathlon with Down syndrome. That is inspiring, and that's when Scott kind of encouraged me to maybe I could give it a shot. And at first I was going to try an Ironman because, I'm Italian and stubborn. And then I had, thankfully, they were all full. And then I was going to do the Olympic distance. And like I said, I had him now getting swimming done. And Scott had posted on his Facebook page, maybe last week or the week before, time kind of flies and muddles, about someone drowning in an Ironman triathlon. And that's when, like I said, I had had a lifeguard certification in the past, and I'm very much aware that even the most able-bodied swimmer can drown in certain situations. However, being unprepared for something is just inviting it. And that's where ego has to go to the wayside. And I contacted the organizers, and they were gracious enough to allow me to switch to the shorter distance race. So, which, you know, I still think, considering I was pushing 400 pounds a year and a half ago, it's a 750 meter swim, which is almost a half a mile, followed by the 10.2 bike ride. I think it's 10.2, and then a 3.2 mile run. So I'm excited. That did take kind of the pressure off, because that first week I was swimming, I was getting very frustrated. And now that I can, you know, have a more attainable distance, my swimming stroke eased up a lot. I'm probably going to do a combined freestyle breaststroke. If I had taken a few more months, again, COVID, like all of us, got in the way of what would have been better training. And, you know, Scott had definitely, you know, encouraged me to do this. I know Scott follows triathlons, but there's part of me that thinks he put that up there so I would see it and come to my senses. But so Scott, really, thank you. Your encouragement has been wonderful. I know I haven't been in touch much about advice. I'm kind of trying to do this on my own for right now. I have my reasons, just because I want to overcome, you know, what has become the mess of my life in many ways. So, but thank you very much. And however, one more thing, Scott, I don't drink very often. I have maybe a glass of wine or two, or a couple of beers every few weeks, if that often. But get back to those beer posts, man. They were interesting. I love learning. Anyway, I will list the sponsors on the bottom for all of you here on social media, all those in real life, I guess, outside the virtual world, everyone who's been behind me and supporting me. And right here in the bottom of them, where my ex-wife says I don't have a heart, right there. I thank you all so very, very much. Oh, another, what do they call those, non-scale victories, I think they used to be called. I got into size 32, and I actually got to wear them on Thursday. So that's probably the limit for pant size, down to a 32 pant size. Like I said, I'm going to hold about 175, 180. I do weightlifting in my basement right now. Probably eventually start stepping back into the weight room, probably just at the Y, because that's where I'm a member now. Hopefully after the triathlon. Right now, all my focus is triathlon, so I'm not doing anything to, I'm not changing anything at this particular point. Again, the Aloha spirit with you all, always. Mahalo, aloha. We'll see you next week.